So here we are, chapter 59 of One Punch Man, and this was a very short, part of the chapter that we got to see. You know, we always really expected what we saw from the start with Murata. It's yo, he was going in 20 pages, every 2 or 3 weeks and all that. Let's go and see this match shit. This is the first time, that we've seen him kind of while, with his chapters and all that. It's 9 pages, that's a short amount. Although, to be fair, that's a nice amount compared to, how many we get most of the time with this series. It's oh, we're just going to get a few here and there. So I've got to say that this one, and also as well being translated, very quickly on that, I do appreciate this one, but really going to be a short one for this one, with chapter 59.1, I guess technically this is, because not too much was going to happen. I was kind of actually thinking, debating it, should I really talk about this chapter, because there wasn't too much of, information to go on, but, I love my One Punch Man, and that'd be kind of a little bit of the disservice to you fans as well. They're saying, oh, what's going to happen, so it was kind of the debate what was going to happen, am I just going to wait for the whole chapter to come out, every month or something, a full chapter to come out every month or two like that, I felt like I wouldn't do that to you guys. It's because come out of just nowhere, every 2 rumor, oh hey guys, here's chapter One Punch Man. It's no, it's a little bit weird, so I wouldn't especially do that to you guys. So getting into this one, from what we saw that the tournament's starting. We got to see Lightning Max going against Chun-Li, kind of bitch in the martial arts tournament. And whilst we got to see that, we got to see one of the villains coming out and seeing I'm not gonna lie, pretty hot. Gonna have their shoes going in there. You the fucking whip going in, and this was the whole special thing about her ability, is that she was actually manipulating all the other heroes, all the men here are just saying, oh, you bite to my win, just using the whip and just slashing them up and fucking them up. I'm okay, this bitch is actually kind of cool like that. I think she was only a demon level. I think it was just she was higher than a wolf. I know she wasn't she was actually kind of fearsome, but I know she wasn't anything dragon or god or anything like that. I was okay, I could see this. And then whilst we get to see all that going down, it's everyone getting beaten up, we do get to see the black suits. This is honestly the entire chapter I've kind of said to running down with it, but we do get to see the black suits, and you know what that means? We get to see Fubuki coming on our way. So that's a kind of confirmation as well for the rest of the chapter that we are going to be seeing Fubuki coming into this. If not, we might see a little bit of showtime with her people, which I'm kind of curious to see what are the B class kind of warriors, because this is the thing with a lot of people kind of mixed about the Murata stuff at the moment, since they've been caught up for it for a while. Here's the thing with it is we're not supposed to have this, because in the actual One Punch Man for with the one version, this tournament kind of got overlooked. It was just kind of oh, there you go, this is all this done. However, in this one, it's no, we're just doing this shit, instead of focusing on Nagara stuff. And I feel give these other characters a little time to shine, and also as well that's the one thing I appreciate. It's they're both different works, although they're inspired by the same things. I do like that, and I mean, everyone can say, oh yeah, but the art's better in this one, and then, they can say, oh, but the story in that one is a little bit, more, but it's you know what, just he can do his own thing with it, and his own twist, and add some cool stuff along the way, if it wasn't just oh, one fight to the next, just next, I like that they're both different works. That's just kind of my respect and for Murata. And to be fair, none of I can guarantee a lot of people that are seeing One Punch Man, I could guarantee 90% of you guys wouldn't have even been reading One Punch Man at all, the one version. If it was the Murata, you wouldn't have got hyped at all when you saw that anime. It's when people kind of come out of them and then, I had this good debate with a friend of mine as well. He's he likes both versions, but he prefers the one version, and I'm well, I kind of prefer the Murata one, to be fair, that. I like the little antics and the kind of adding to it, but then as well, I respect both, one wouldn't be here without the other, and then one's popularity wouldn't really be there without the other, so it's it's kind of the equivalent exchange in that way, and that's what kind of massive respect for that. But it's yeah, I'm kind of excited if we do get Fubuki coming into it, my girl, I absolutely adore my girl coming into this, so not too much I can really say about this chapter. So yeah, it's going to be a short one, so I kind of decided to add it in with just a little bit of discussion about the whole, when people come out and say, what's better, the Murata or the one version, they're both great. They both have their, pluses and their minuses, and they're very easy to see which ones are their pluses and what minuses. If you prefer the other one than the other, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. It's just I don't see it should be people not knocking one version or the other, but it's you like it, that's great. You don't care for the other one, that's your opinion. That's fine. You know, me, I like both of them. I personally appreciate both of the material, although I would say I'm a little bit more of a fan of the Murata one because it did get me into the whole series, and the manga and just the anime is just like that. It's just perfect. Like, I like one of my favorite anime, like it was my favorite anime last year, just because of like just how much hype and how much I rewatched it while it was airing. Just so good. But it's like, you know, it's your opinion at the end of the day, guys. But also, what do you think of the start of this stuff? Like, kind of excited for this like demon level kind of like bitch, like she's gonna manipulate people. You excited for that? Also, as well, the tournament. Like, I feel like we may overlook a few of the people in the tournament. We might see a little bit here and there, and then we're just gonna go to Saitama just like beating the dog shit out of some poor guy. So I'm looking forward to it. And yes, just like the only thing with One Punch Man is like, I really wish it was monthly or something like that. Just give me one big chapter, 40 pages. That's it. I wouldn't have to worry about like it being in a digital magazine, like anything like that. Just like get 40 pages. There you go. That's it for your month. There you go. If you want to take a break, like break every like, I don't know, if you do like work like 10, you do 10 chapters a year, I'll be fine with that. You take 2 of those off, completely fine. Just like, man, I want more of it. But that's all for me. So thank you much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys though next time.